Hey guys, so welcome to the channel. So today we've got something interesting. We're going to be changing the oil in the oil filter on a WR450. So the first thing I did over here was I removed the bash plate because obviously you need to get to the sun plug underneath. And then the next thing I did was I washed the bike because it was still dirty from the previous ride. So I normally just hose it down, and then I've got a mixture of Prepsil, which is a nice degreaser that I use to spray it. I let it sit and then I wash that off. And then the bike, when it's dry, it's ready to work on. Alright, so first thing is finding where the sun plug is. You can see the little bolt underneath the bike there. So you put a little pan underneath to catch the oil, loosen it up with a spanner, catch the oil, and you drain it. It's nice to hold the bike sort of level, not on the stand. You can see I moved it over now in a moment, and then you wait for all the oil to come out. It's about 630 mils that comes out, and that's the same amount that you will put back in once you've changed the oil filter. Yeah, so once the oil is out, you put the sun plug back in, tighten it before you move on. And now on the other side of the bike, you've got the cover for the oil filter. You just loosen it up and just be careful and not to damage the O-ring. You can see the actual oil filter has got one side that's solid and one side that's open. It's very important that you put the new filter in the exact same way around, otherwise the oil won't actually come through the motor. So just take note when you take it off the cover and you see that, and make sure that you just put the filter back in the correct way. It's handy to have a little rag nearby just to wipe it and make sure there's no excess oil and dirt lying around. You definitely don't want any dirt going in the motor. Put the oil filter back in and close it up. Alright, next we actually need to get the oil strainer out, and we've got to just clean it. So there's a little bolt here on the side that you loosen up, and then just to the right of it you can take a pliers and gently turn it, and you can pull the actual strainer out, and you can clean it up and pop it back in and tighten it again. It's nice to actually see if there's any pieces stuck in here, because that'll tell you a lot about what's going on in the engine. Alright, so now it's time to put the oil back in. So got fresh, I've got 10W40 that I got from Yamaha. I made a little makeshift funnel over here with a piece of paper, and I poured in 630 mils of oil, and then closed it up. And then once closed up, you can just put the bike level, and you can check the oil indicator, make sure that it's above the low mark. I know there's a difference with 250s and 450s, so just double check your one. And you can run the motor for about 2 minutes, and then it should be good. And make sure that when it's running that oil level drops down, so you can see that the pressure is good and the oil is moving around the motor. Enjoy!